Well, a happy new year to everybody. I hope everyone didn't get too drunk during the night. It's actually only the 31st, but I'll be putting this video out on New Year's Day, so that's why I'm wishing everyone a happy new year. Well, good morning, my lovely YouTube viewers, followers and subscribers. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas, and I hope that Santa brought everybody everything that they asked for. Santa doesn't pass by Thailand, not very often. Well, what are we up to? Well, it is the 26th of December. Well, it is somewhere in the world, but just not here. It's the 27th, but it's early in the morning. And I was going to do a video last night, but I got tied up with some other stuff, and it was pitch black before we finished. I'll show you what we did. But first, I'll let you see what they were up to yesterday. So I will just spin you around, guys. Okay, so yeah, not a lot of difference outside. You'll see that they've put a concrete edging all around the top. Where you're going to see the difference is in this first room, because they have started rendering. The electrician has been in, and he has got all his conduit in, and all the sockets. They've managed to make these ones on the wall here vanish, which is not very clever. I'm sure the electrician will cut those holes back out. So they've done the main walls. I don't know if anybody's ever seen what they do here. Now, this looks terrible because it's all cracked, but what it is just an edge that they make. And if you have a look at this, you'll see that there's some pink string run down. And if I get this in the right position, you'll see that the two bits of pink string are running down sort of parallel to each other. And they make an edge. Yeah, you can see it's cracked, but that makes no difference because it's only this straight edge here that they're interested in. And this comes out the set distance. So this here, they fill the render. They'll do the same on the posts here. You can see they've got a little string out, and they just bring a point out, a straight edge, and then they can render up to it. So they only render up to the metal beams there. Above that's going to be above the ceiling anyway. In fact, the ceiling probably comes to between that socket and that pipe coming out. Yeah, they've not done this wall yet. I'm sure they will move on to that today. Now you can see here where the cables are going to come in, come down. Now there is a box here. They have they've rendered over it. I don't know how the electrician's going to find these again. But they should have cut them all out like this, and they've not. They've left some of them. Anyway, the electrician will sort all that out. So this wall's been done. So they've got the posts to do. And once these are actually rendered, this renderer goes into all the cracks and fills it all in, and it ends up nice and smooth like this. It's just not completely dry yet. So they put this metal mesh stuff on, and they nail it in with these strange sort of nails. And when they render over that, it means that this mesh, it all sort of ties together and holds the render in place. So yeah, they're underway with one room. We've got light switches here because there's a light going up here in this area, and there's lights going outside. You will see where the conduit's coming out the wall. That's going to be the light switch for the outside conduit. Outside conduit. That's going to be the light switch that controls all the light switches on the walls. So you will see that this has all been lined with this sort of mesh as well, ready for them coming in. And this is what that other wall should have looked like. This is where all the pipes come in, because this is where the consumer unit's going to go. And you can see all the pipes coming out. So there'll be cables coming in, going out. Light switches, sockets, I think. Yeah, one's light switch, one's socket, because there's tables going here for tea and coffee making facilities. Light switch, probably switch for electric shower. So that's where we're up to now. I'll let you see this, the gym, which is going to have this glass wall in it, which will look quite good, I would think. So what happened last night and why did I not do a video? Well, I was out last night and I noticed there was water sitting on top of this sheet. And I thought there must be holes in it. And when we had a wee closer look, there was nails. They've obviously been pulling nails out the wall, pinging them. And of all the ways to land, they've landed pointy side down and just pierced through the polythene. So we took this polythene sheet off and it was covered in dust and dirt and bits of render and bits of brick, and how it gets into the middle of this is beyond me, because they're not working anywhere near it anyway. They've been told. They've been walking around the edge, and where they've been walking around the edge, obviously this concrete under it's not flat and it's piercing holes in the polythene here, which I really don't want. Now there is nail holes and I can see wee puddles of water appearing on top of this as well. So, but this is hopefully the last time that'll be off and cleaned. I hoovered the pool out when we took this off, ran the pump, put a chlorine tablet in it, ran it for a while, put the vacuum on it and vacuumed it all out. It was absolutely filthy in the bottom. The water itself wasn't dirty, it was just all the like bits of sand and dust that had gathered, and it all collected in sort of like ridges in the bottom of the pool, so it was very easy to vacuum up. So it's immaculate again, it's crystal clear. I was going to go in for a swim, but by the time we actually got this polythene sheet off, took it out the front, unrolled it all. We rolled it up on here on a pipe, took it out, unrolled it, and then we washed it, hosed it all down, and it was just an absolute, it was windy and it was a nightmare to do. So it won't be getting done again. This is hopefully it until the place is finished, and then this polythene sheet should come off permanently. So that is where we're up to. The pump room, in fact the walls are all done here. They've just got to put the concrete in the tops of the posts and put the concrete up to the top in the corners to hold it all together. And this is the pump room. It's massive. It's about 4 meters tall. I might put I don't know, like a mezzanine level or something in it at an area with a set of ladders or something going up, because it will give us a lot of extra storage space. However, we will see. We will see. I might just put like metal shelving units in it, like that go floor to the ceiling, and just bolt them to the wall and just make them accessible with a step ladder. Anyway, I'm waffling on yet again. So you'll see the pools actually, because we've cleaned this polythene, it actually looks a lot better, and you can see how clear the water is. You can see the steps across there. It is spotless. I was going to go in for a swim last night, but by the time we got it vacuumed and we got this polythene sheet all hosed down, turned over, hosed down again, I had to clean the driveway so that it wasn't picking up dirt as we were cleaning it. And the next thing we knew, it was 6:30, it was pitch black, and my swimming shorts never got put on and I never got in. So disappointed. Anyway, I'll do a wee video every day, see how we're going as each room gets rendered. I can only do this up until about the 3rd. In fact, it will be the 3rd. The 3rd will be the last video I make, and I will try and get a video out on the 3rd before we go away to pick my mum and that up. And we're away for about a week, so you won't hear much of me for about a week until maybe around about the 14th of January. Anyway, again, I am blabbing on and on and on. So I'll get away just now and I will speak to you tomorrow. Cheers for now, guys. Well, good morning. It's about 11:30 and I'm actually doing a video today of them at work. It's the 29th, Sunday the 29th of December. And they're all in. I think they're going to have a couple of days off for New Year. They're in rendering. We bought them a case of beer, some Thai white whiskey, some Coke, Fanta, etc. for when they finish today. So they're all going to probably end up belootered at the end of today. But they are carrying on with the rendering. I've just cleaned the filter for the pool. Now my friend Chris along the road is going to come along while we're away each day and run the pool pump for me. He's just going to check the level of the water before he runs the pump to make sure. I could set it to auto, but I don't want to have it in auto and be away for a week and the water level drop and nobody watch it. It would happily run for a couple of hours in the morning, a couple of hours in the afternoon. But Chris is going to come along and have a look at it. He's probably wishing it was uncovered because he'd be able to have a swim. But until this dust stops, the cover ain't coming off it. So we'll take a wee wander in. The owner is here today and he's the guy that's doing all the plumbing work. So he's cut out areas in the wall here to connect up the pipe work in the bathrooms. That's obviously the water supply and the drain for the sink. So they'll build I don't know if they're going to build like a concrete unit like we've got in the houses and put like a basin sink on. I kind of hope they do because it looks the part. And obviously this area here, they've got the drain for the shower across there, the water supply for the shower, electrical point for the electric shower. Not that you need them. You don't need to heat the water. For the 3 or 4 times a year, is it really worth putting in? Nah, I don't know. And obviously toilet. Now a lot of you will be looking at this and say, why does the toilet pipe go out through the floor? That's the supply for the toilet, obviously, and the bum gun. But the toilets have like a jet system in them, so the water comes down the back, jets through the bottom of the toilet, out the front, and the toilet's got a U-bend in it, and it actually goes out vertically down through the floor. So the pipe comes out the front. I'll let you see them when they're fitted, but it's just a far better system than we have in the UK. A far better system. They don't block because they're getting forced. There's a jet of water comes out the bottom of the toilet bowl and there's a hole at the front and it jets the water through. Yeah, that's just a far better system. And it goes out, rather than go around a U-bend, go up the way and out a horizontal pipe, it comes out vertically and goes down and it's away. They've still not opened up the hole here. For the consumer unit, it's somewhere here. And the 2 sockets here have not been revealed, but they're somewhere. Somebody's obviously mentioned to them because they're not forgetting to. Yes, they are. They've not done the one at that side. They've done the one at this side. There should be a light switch somewhere, but no idea where that is. The electrician's got his work cut out finding these. They have cut the two bits out here, and obviously the area for the consumer unit. So, yeah, these are the women that are doing all pretty much the heavy work. You wouldn't see this on a building site in the UK. The women doing all the grafting, the humping and dumping as they call it, concrete mixing, concrete pouring, clearing up. And this is the render going up on the walls in the end room. And the adjoining wall. So yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm going to show you this pool, let you see how crystal clear it is, if I can find an area. You can see the wee holes, the area where the holes have been put in the pool, the plastic sheeting. It's getting dusty again, you can't really see through to see how clear the water is. But the pool has like, I suppose like glitter through the coating that's on it. I don't know if you can see how clear it is, but you can actually see the fiberglass in the bottom of the pool sparkling. See the little sparkles from the glitter that's in the lacquer. So I cannot wait to get this off and get in here where this all patioed. And so that brings me on to a few people that commented in. I'm going to sit down, bear with me a second. I'll spin you around and let you see my ugly mug. You'll have to bear with me here because I'm sitting next to the pump. This might pick it up. Okay, so I'm going to answer a few questions. I've answered them in the comments. It was for the last video. And there was a few comments about the size of the rooms, the gym, the pool, the pump room, this area, where we're putting stuff. And everything's been put where it's going to go for a reason. The rooms are big. They're bigger than the resorts that are around here, and there's a reason for that. And that is because nobody wants to stay in the little resorts around here because the rooms are far too small. I get so many complaints. I get people, friends that come up from Pattaya and they come up with their wives and their girlfriends and they just book into a little resort and they just say how terrible they are. There's not even room in them to swing a cat. You can't even unpack your suitcase and leave your suitcase on the floor because there's no space in the rooms. They seriously are that small. And I'm not mentioning any resorts, but it has been known for resorts around here, if people stay for a couple of nights, they'll go in, they'll sniff the duvets, the covers, and etc. And if they still smell okay, they don't even change them. Now, I'm not saying who it is, I'm not going into that. That's nothing to do with me. But we will not be operating like that. Absolutely not. And these rooms are going to be of a high standard, especially for this area. And renting them out, we don't need to rent them out. There is absolutely no need for us to rent them out. We don't need the income. And we are seriously considering not renting them out at all, not running as a business, just having it for family and friends that visit. And friends of friends in the area, if they've got family or friends coming up and they need somewhere to stay, then that's fair enough. We will let them rent them. Now, the pool, the gym, those are mine. Those are built for me and nobody else. There was a comment saying, well, why build a gym? The Thais won't use it. Why build a pool? The Thais won't use it. Well, it's not built for them. It's built for me. The whole area is built for me and my wife, and I can actually see us in the winter, this time of the year, whatever time of the year this is. I can see us actually just sitting out at night and using one of these. Sorry, hang on, my arm's killing me here. Yeah, I can see us actually just sleeping in one of these little rooms at night, just sitting out by the pool, having a drink, and then just going in and sleeping in one of the wee rooms. The pump room's big, yeah, but we need it big. We want this. We need the storage area. We need it. This area here, the shower area, was built long before we came up with a plan for any of the rest of it. It is a little bit out of place. They'll try and sort of incorporate it as best they can. The area behind the kitchen that we're going to sort of roof and maybe put a kitchen in that in, and we'll maybe put a little bar area. Again, it's just for family and friends, or if anybody does happen to rent them, we might like open up and let them so they can sit by the pool, have a drink and that. But someone else said it's not a big area, and we've built rather a lot in such a small area. And yes, we probably have, but it's very compact, it's very homely, and it's all built round the pool. The house as well sort of backs onto the pool, and we'll sit out here. And we ain't fussy if anybody rents the rooms. We really couldn't care. We were only doing this not for an income, but for something to do, to relieve the monotony of not having anything to do. And this is another reason I'm doing all the videos as well, because it gives me something to do while this is all going on, and it lets you see what you can do and what you can do at the cost here in Thailand, which is just absolutely ridiculous compared to European prices, the prices in the UK. The UK's absolutely lost the plot when it comes to the prices now. I mean, the UK, we have some of the biggest oil fields in the North Sea off Scotland. And for some reason, petrol, or gas as you call it in America, is twice the price in the UK than it is here in Thailand. And diesel is cheaper in Thailand than petrol. And yet in the UK, it's dearer. Diesel's more expensive than petrol. Diesel was a waste byproduct of petrol manufacturing years and years and years ago. And the diesel engines were basically invented to use the diesel. And I worked as a kid, I worked in a petrol station. And this is going to sound really bad, but I can remember when it was like 10 pence a gallon. And that's a UK gallon, not one of your American gallons. 10 pence a gallon. And diesel was like 3 pence a gallon, but the only people that used diesel were lorries would come in and tractors would come in. And the price has just gone absolutely ridiculous. The minute we got involved with Europe and they changed from gallons to litres, the price just went through the roof. It's just ridiculous. So there is no excuse for it to be that price in the UK when it's 30 baht a litre here, which is about 80 pence a litre. Now it's £1.40, £1.45 in the UK. That's just stupidity. Stupid. And people are paying it. People are paying it. Anyway, get off my high horse here. Again, the price of buildings here, far, far, far more respectable prices and far better building. I would say far better. They're not wood. I mean, the UK is building these stupid wooden kit houses now, and you just didn't get in the 70s and 80s. Houses weren't built like that, and they would have laughed at you if you had said to them back then that houses were going to be built like they are in 2024. They would have just laughed. Anyway, We're getting a lot for the money. We don't need the income from it. So we might not even rent them out. There's no need for us to do it. If I've got the gym, I'll get in the gym every day. I can get swimming every day. We'll get visitors coming up. We can sit out here at night, have a little drink, and just enjoy the peace and quiet that is life by the Macon. Anyway, enough of that. This video is going to drag on just because of this little video. So I'll be back in a few days. It's been a few days since I did one. I'm not coming out every day now because things are slowing down a little bit. The rendering takes a long time. So I will do as much as I can. We go away on the 4th down to Surin. So I will put this out hopefully on the 3rd. So I've got a few days left to add video to this. But I will speak to you later on. I'm not going to say tomorrow. I'm not going to say the next day. I'll just speak to you shortly. Okay, I will speak to you later. Thank you so much for putting up with that little bit bullshit high horse rubbish that I was on there. Get off my soapbox now and go and chill out, have a beer and relax. We're going out tonight, so yeah. I will speak to you later. Have a good one, guys. I hope you have a great new year, and I will speak to you soon. Cheers for now. So I've not done a video for a few days. The guys finished up a couple of days ago for New Year here. Yeah, the drinking starts early. The fireworks start early. Our dog did a runner last night because some clown lit off a massive firework right in front of our house. They were having a party up the back. They came down here and decided that rather than set the fireworks off in their own area, they were going to come down here. Dog absolutely crapped itself, ran away. That was 9 o'clock last night, and he just came back this morning. No idea where he's been. Anyway, we thought that was him gone, because if he kept hearing fireworks, he would have just kept running. He's back anyway, so a relief. So where are we at? Well, I'll take a wee walk through. There's nothing extra to see. They've just done more rendering, so this will just be a quickie. Now, this will be the last video you're going to see for a while because we're away on the 4th. And the guys won't be back until probably the 2nd or 3rd to start working again. So there won't be anything done until after I come back. I come back around about the 9th, I think. So we've got Aunt's sister and cousin are coming to live around at the house, look after the dog, look after the house, let the builders in the morning when they do start again. And my mate Chris is coming round, and he's going to run my pool for a couple of hours every day, check the water levels and that. So anyway, that being said, let's spin you around and we'll take you a wee walk through, because this is the last you're going to see until the next video, which are probably going to be massive changes. So here we go. Okay, so going into the first room. Nothing's changed in here. So that room's almost completely rendered inside. They've just got all the pillars to do. The outsides have got to get done. This one is, I would say, about 85% done. Up here's still to get rendered above the door, down the sides of the door here. And this side of the bathroom wall. This wall's done, the adjoining wall where the door's going to be as well. And as we walk into the bathroom, last minute change, you'll see that the pipes and the drain are in for the sink as well. Walking into the last one, and this one's actually exactly the same state as the one next door, with just this up here and this side here to get done. So that's where the rooms are at the minute. Nothing's really been happening here. They've put wooden frame up to start concreting all these, fill the posts up to the top, top these posts up to the metal plate there where the roof's welded onto. And then they'll probably move on to rendering these. So the pool's looking absolutely spotless, running the pump every day. I've put more bricks around the polythene to keep it down so that less dust gets under when it's blowing a gale. So you'll see they've also had a massive clean up. spent the last hour. They were here the other day, clearing everything away. So it's looking a lot better. They're constantly cleaning in here. This just keeps getting brushed. I just had a nasty thought there that I hadn't turned my mic on, but it is. Okay, so yeah, a happy new year to everybody, and I'll see you next year in 2025. And remember, folks, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, give me a wee thumbs up, and I will see you very, very shortly. Goodbye for now.